Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to talk about. When cricket celebration turns deadly, how long is too long to stay silent? After maintaining an unprecedented 3-month radio silence across all social media platforms, the IPL's newest champions, Royal Challengers Bengaluru, finally spoke up about the catastrophic stampede that transformed their historic title celebration into a tragedy that haunts Indian cricket. But here's where it gets controversial. Was their extended silence a genuine display of respect, or did it take public pressure to force their hand? The franchise that captured their maiden IPL championship by defeating Punjab Kings had completely vanished from the digital landscape since June 4th, when what should have been Bengaluru's greatest sporting celebration became its darkest hour. The deadly crowd crush outside the iconic M Chinnaswamy Stadium resulted in 11 precious lives lost and 75 individuals hospitalized. Numbers that still send chills down every cricket fan's spine. Virat Kohli and his teammates, who had just ended an agonizing 18-year title drought, suddenly found their triumph overshadowed by unimaginable grief. The very fans who had supported them through decades of heartbreak became victims of a celebration gone horribly wrong. RCB's eventual return to social media wasn't filled with the typical corporate damage control we've grown accustomed to seeing. Instead, they delivered what many are calling either a masterclass in crisis communication or a carefully crafted PR recovery, depending on your perspective. Dear 12th Man Army, this is our heartfelt letter to you. They began directly addressing their passionate fan base with an intimacy that felt both genuine and calculated. The franchise made a bold declaration that their absence wasn't neglect, but rather a form of mourning. The silence wasn't absence, it was grief. They explained how June 4th fundamentally altered everything, stating that day broke our hearts, and the silence since then has been our way of holding space. And this is the part most people miss. RCB didn't just apologize and move on. They announced the creation of RCB Cares, a new community platform designed to channel their response into meaningful action. According to the franchise, this initiative grew out of a need to honor, to heal, and to stand beside our fans. But here's what's really got people talking. Is launching a new platform the appropriate response to such a tragedy, or does it feel like they're trying to turn a crisis into a marketing opportunity? The ripple effects of this incident extend far beyond social media silence. The M Chinnaswamy Stadium, once considered a fortress for Karnataka cricket, has suffered severe reputational damage that's having real-world consequences. The International Cricket Council made the unprecedented decision to strip Bengaluru of its hosting rights for the upcoming Women's ODI World Cup, officially citing unforeseen circumstances, a diplomatic way of acknowledging that the venue is now considered too risky for major international events. Mumbai will step in as the replacement host city, marking a significant blow to Bengaluru's status as a cricket destination. The domestic impact has been equally devastating. The Karnataka State Cricket Association found themselves unable to secure police clearance for the Maharaja T20 tournament, forcing organizers to relocate the entire event to Mysuru. This franchise-based tournament, originally scheduled to run from August 11th to 27th at the M Chinnaswamy Stadium, became another casualty of the ongoing safety concerns. Following a comprehensive investigation into the Stampede incident, authorities officially declared the stadium unfit for hosting major sporting events, a designation that threatens to end its legacy as one of India's premier cricket venues. The broader question that's dividing cricket fans everywhere: should stadiums that experience such tragedies be given second chances, Or does public safety always come first, regardless of sporting tradition? RCB's message concluded with a promise to continue being the pride of Karnataka, but many are questioning whether pride should take precedence over public safety protocols. What makes this situation even more complex is the timing. 3 months of silence, followed by a carefully worded statement coinciding with the Women's World Cup venue announcement. Coincidence or calculated crisis management? Some fans are praising RCB for taking time to process their grief before speaking publicly, while others argue that immediate transparency and accountability should have been the priority from day one. The franchise's emphasis on listening and learning during their silence period raises another controversial point. If they were truly engaged in these activities, why did it take so long to implement safety measures or support systems for affected families? As RCB attempts to rebuild their relationship with fans and the broader cricket community, the fundamental question remains unanswered. Can a sports organization truly balance competitive success with community responsibility, especially when celebration culture potentially contributed to preventable deaths? What's your take on this? Do you believe RCB's 3-month silence was appropriate given the gravity of the situation? Or should they have addressed their fans and the affected families immediately? And perhaps, more importantly, should the M Chinnaswamy Stadium be allowed to host major cricket events again? Or has this tragedy permanently disqualified it from being a safe venue for large crowds? Let us know where you stand in the comments below.